Greetings gamers and welcome to Eurogamer. It's the final live stream of the week. It's 5 PM, it's live stream time. I've done a live stream every day this week, and I'm finishing off this week with the Puppeteer, it's not the Puppeteer. I keep saying the Puppeteer, but it's not, it's Puppeteer. It feels like it should be called the Puppeteer, but it's not, it's called Puppeteer. And it's Japan Studios' very new platformer in which you play a little puppet with a removable head. I'm going to be playing about an hour and a half's worth of the game. It's important to note that there will be spoilers. There will be many spoilers because I'm going to be playing for a while, and I'm going to be playing from the very start, so you'll be getting cutscene spoilers, gameplay spoilers and all that. So if you're looking forward to the game and you don't want anything spoiled, please turn off now. If you just want to see what the game looks like, then join me and I will play along a bit, take your comments, answer your questions of as much as I know, and yeah, we'll just have a good time for a little bit. Let me start the game up anyway. So if you go to Eurogamer.net, you'll be able to read the official Eurogamer review of Puppeteer. Let me do that right now so I can do some direct quotes from the review. It was reviewed by Dan Whitehead. Oh, so I'm wobbling my camera quite a bit, aren't I? Apologies. And he awarded the game a 6 out of 10, which might be quite a disappointing score for people who've been looking forward to the Puppeteer. It is developed by Sony Computer Entertainment Japan Studio. It's published by Sony. It's checking for trophies. It's out now, out on the 11th of the 9th, 2013 in Europe, out on the PS3 exclusively. And Dan Whitehead says, "This certainly isn't a bad game, but it's a disappointing one. Visually it's a treat, and Kotaro is the main character. Kotaro's inevitable blankness aside, it overflows with personality. It comes frustratingly close to delivering something special, but despite multiple gameplay avenues bursting with potential, it leaves them largely unexplored, showing more interest in wowing you with surface sizzle." I've only played about an hour's worth of the game. I've basically played the first act. Each act comes with 3 curtains. If I do continue, you'll see that, yeah, Act 1, Curtain 3 I've done up to. I'm going to start the game from the beginning. One thing that I've noticed with the game is there is a lot of cutscenes and there is a lot of story build-up, which I found after a while got a little bit annoying. There's so much breaks in the action for such long amounts of time. But nevertheless, I'm going to show you how they go. Kotaro, by starting a new game. So you can play 2 players, of course. I'm only going to play 1 player because I've got no friends. Let's do some shout-outs quickly. We've got Steve Scodes, 1992, Paul R, Oblique Bird, Night Milan, Ryan Custard, Ed 2003 WX, Gary DeKarma, Dodosaurus, Iceman Garage, Raymond Yang, Buttons Vids, Danny T, Mr. JC, Beast Gaming 00111. Sorry if I seem a little bit flustered and saying more than usual. I've just been to Codemasters Birmingham to interview them about F1, and I had to run back really fast and catch a train, and oh, it was hectic. Here we go though, here's the cutscene.
The moon realm was ruled by a beautiful goddess. But then, Little Bear, for whom the moon goddess had shown nothing but love, stole 2 of his mistress's precious possessions: the black moonstone and a magic pair of scissors known as Caliburus. After declaring himself Moon Bear King, he invaded the goddess's castle, smashed the white moonstone to pieces.
Once upon a time, I once upon a now. This is my moon field, so just get to the part where I sound good.
Right, yes, of course, of course. Wasn't everyone so very wowed when the moon goddess was obliterated? Wasn't it just great that the impressive Moon Bear King gave a piece of the white moonstone to each of his generals, screwing over the moon at large? Oh yes, the next 3 years was something special. Ah, yes. Now, where do I begin?
Where indeed? So as you can see, this whole game is set up like a theatre show, basically. You'll be able to hear the audience reacting to stuff that's happening, and as you can see the curtains at the top. Because they're all puppets. It's like a puppet show. All the backgrounds change like they would be if there was some kind of crazy set.
Who were doomed to defend Castle Grizzlestaff. And while tonight was no exception, it would prove to be quite exceptional.
Oh, the poor dearie. Look, Yin Yang, another day, another soul.
It did kind of remind me of a Miyazaki
Tyrant, how many
film.
of these children are you planning to parade off to certain mutilation?
Pre-ordered this as Space
before you
Wobbler.
realize you're wasting your time?
Jeff Barker's intrigued in this one. The fate of my game collection is in your hands on this one.
After that, as many as it takes me to get my hands on Calibre.
That's nice. Same thing we do every night, Pinky. Try to take over the world. That's what he sounds like. The brain. From Pinky and the Brain.
Firmly in the Moon Bear King's clutches.
Kutaro. Kutaro. Your soul was summoned here at my behest. Kutaro, will you be my friend? Pals to the bitter end.
Just pulled his head off. Melcy says, Ian, I thought you were going to say you were flustered because you were still buzzing from Fang Farming Simulator yesterday.
Lovely. Another
No.
dunce who left his head in the Moon Bear King's belly.
That is a game
Listen, you're going to drop dead.
that I do not understand why people like, I'm afraid.
Stuck with cleanup. Come on, let's find something else you can use. A substitute head.
So here you go, there's me, or the character I'm playing, Kutare down the bottom. Kutaro, even. Kutaro. And I can also control this crazy moon cat. I believe the crazy moon cat is controlled by the second player using a move controller. If you play 2 players. And the moon cat can go around and
Remember those
kind of activate objects in the background to like find secrets and hidden objects.
Useful heads. But one little touch and they'll drop their stash. You know, a new kid on the chopping block like you ought to have a couple of noggins at least. Can't take any chances. See, just like I said.
So now I've got a spider head.
Blasted! What am I doing wrong? Am I not powerful enough?
Oh, I hit my head.
Now, this is extremely important. One false move, and those heads of yours will tumble right off your shoulders. If you don't grab them right away, their magic will fade, and no more head. So remember, if you lose your head, pick it up post haste.
So one of the points Dan Whitehead made in his review is that the idea of having different heads is a very cool idea, but it's never really used to its potential. You only need to use that heads at certain points, and there's these certain points are kind of displayed to you, and they're not very regular either. And it kind of having the fact that you can swap all heads kind of in the end becomes a little bit pointless, and you'll see that as we go along. That even though I've got a spider head on here, there's no real gameplay point to it until a certain specific point, and then you never really need to use it again until maybe another little specific point. It's something that could have been really cool, but it's underused. So basically this is all a tutorial level. It's telling me to investigate all the scenery, find these little bits, these little glowing bits of moon
Keep your eyes
sparkles,
peeled for moon
or
sparkles,
moon sparkles
if
as the
you
guy
want to
called
stay
them.
alive.
Ah.
Oh, that Moon Bear King is always angry. Jehoshaphat! Oh, look there. You see that head symbol?
I do.
Listen, every head has a little bit of meow-jic to it. They react to places and objects that resemble them. Oh, why don't you just give it a try?
I will do.
Here, first choose the right head. Now, use the head's meow-jic.
And down. Backyard Gaming sold 2 copies of Farming Sim already on the PS3.
Anyway, keep an eye out for those head symbols.
Bonkers.
Anything could happen.
Rather you than me, whoever bought
Look at
that.
that. No wonder they're so skinny.
So I used the magic head there to get some moon sparkles off the skeleton.
Welcome. Please make yourself at home. Go and bring it to me.
The narrator sounds like the evil guy from Aladdin, am I wrong? Says Flopman. And Dylan Too Cool Dalton thinks it sounds like the guy from Aladdin as well.
Doesn't take kindly to long waits. Watch that feisty fork. It's as wicked as the witch.
Is this what you play in the demo, this bit, is it? Miss KDV log. This is a tutorial. Oops! This is a tutorial, and it's the actual game as well. It's basically the first level of the game.
Means no more. Pass through that shimmering gateway to proceed to the back of the kitchen.
Now, make no mistake. Kuturo was not alone in his plight. The kitchen was already staffed by unfortunates whom the Moon Bear King had plucked from their beds.
Beast Gaming 0111 says he's a new gamer and he wants to know whether he should get Kingdom Hearts HD or Puppeteer.
Keeping the fickle king.
I'm afraid I've not played Kingdom Hearts HD, so I don't know.
After all, his appetite was as vast and insatiable as his lust for power.
Careful.
This game's quite charming, but I do agree with Dan Whitehead about a lot of his points. I definitely don't think it's perfect,
You don't want to toast
and I think
yourself
it's
grabbing them.
there's a lot of wasted opportunities for some kind of some great gameplay, and in the end it kind of fails
Imagine
to be like a really kind of.
spending dusk till dawn.
It could have been a really innovative game with some great gameplay mechanics, but it kind of seems a bit bland after a while. I'm hoping that maybe it ramps up as you go on, but
I smell something delicious. The witch couldn't have made it.
see, I need a hamburger head now, so let's go and try and find a hamburger head. There's one.
Oh, and that was my lunch.
So if I
There's that head.
press down on the hamburger head here,
Head.
I'll try it in a sandwich, okay.
Try it on that sandwich. See how using your head can change the world? And I do mean that quite literally.
Like literally. So there you go. That burger head has made a hamburger, but it will do nothing anywhere else in the entire game unless a little burger head comes up. There's no benefits. You don't jump higher with certain heads on. You're not like, say, invulnerable to fire with a certain head on. And that's kind of like where the cool gameplay mechanics of these hats kind of is wasted. I think. Don't get me wrong, it looks fantastic. It's presented really well. And it's a beautiful looking game, though. Are all the levels set up like a stage, says Steve Scodes? Yes, they are. Hi, Ian. Just joined us. Your hi, Zerara. Hiya, hi, Zerara.
Feline. One might say his current mistress was a step down in some regard.
I really don't get this game, says Dylan Too Cool Dalton. Mel C1710 says environment design looks really cool.
And they squash.
And Backyard Gaming, I'll definitely play some Payday with you, dude. Probably not, can't do it till Sunday though. Ow! I lost my hamburger head. It's okay, I have another. So the witch in the background, yeah, she really reminds me of like a kind of Miyazaki kind of witch, like the witch from I can't remember the name. I can't remember the name now. That one where the girl's parents get turned into a pig and she goes into the big washroom thing. Search right. I gotta open the windows. Spirited Away. She reminds me of the witch from Spirited Away.
Like reflexes?
Where is the moon goddess? I demand to know where you have taken her. Unhand me, you mouse! How dare you!
That peppy princess ought to...
It's like Little Big Planet, says Malachi Man USA. Yes, it is.
You, boy. I suppose you want me to get your soul
Beast
back.
Gaming. This is not made by the same people who designed Little Big Planet.
Well,
But it's very similar in look,
you
for
march
sure.
those wooden legs up to the Moon Bear King's throne room and fetch me his magic scissors. You can do.
So you're saying this game isn't that good? Saw that many reviewers said it was like a mix between Mario and Shadow of the Colossus. Well, the official Eurogamer review was 6 out of 10. You can read that at Eurogamer.net. In my opinion,
Yin yang. You can keep him company.
I don't think it's amazing. I think it's a charming, well-presented game. But I think the gameplay suffers from all the kind of narrative that keeps getting in the way of the platforming action, and it just becomes kind of a bit bland. I definitely wouldn't say it was a cross between Mario and Shadow of Colossus.
Parking lots. Check everywhere. They don't say get your head out of the gutter for nothing.
I mean, there's not very many platformers out recently. The only other platform out recently is Rayman Legends, and that is, I think, is fabulous and leagues above this one in terms of gameplay. If I had to recommend you guys a platformer between this and Rayman, I'd recommend Rayman. Not to say it's not a good game. It's not a bad game. It just seems disappointing, and a lot of the gameplay mechanics seem wasted. Oh, got hit by bats. She does kind of look like the woman from Spirited Away. Didn't notice that before, says Dodosaurus. I remember Spirited Away. That was such a good movie when I used to watch it, says Steve Scodes. Oh yeah, it's an awesome movie.
We have a spherical situation. Duck for your life before we get bowled over. Still in one piece?
There isn't much actual gameplay, is there, says Jesper Coefed. It does speed up a little bit, but I think, well, so far, the first act, there is a lot of stopping and starting to the gameplay, which is something that I don't really appreciate with my games. I do like a good story in games, but I prefer it when it's like games like, you know, like Half-Life 2 or stuff where the story kind of happens in the game. It doesn't stop the action. So now I'm being wanted to use a spider head. I've had no use for it before. It's not giving me any spider powers or anything like that. The only use for it is this point right here. Or this point right here, maybe. Yeah. It's summoned a big spider. It's now going to take me off to a bonus level. Japan Studios won't create a disappointing game for me, says Buttonsvid. GameSpot gave it a 9 out of 10. Japan Studio have Rain coming out soon. So yeah. Hey, everyone's entitled to their own opinions. I don't ever give scores because I don't really think like if you give scores, really, I think it's telling people what to think of a game. I'd rather just kind of give my opinions, tell you what I think of the game, and then let you guys make your own mind up, judging on what you see and what my opinions are. Because everyone's got their own ideas of better games. I hate racing games and football games, but some people will only play racing games and football games. GameSpot may love these types of games. I think it's awesome. But Dan Whitehead saw some obvious flaws in the gameplay, which I agree with. Time up on that bonus match. Castle of Illusion graphics have improved by miles, says BeastGamer001. I remember your Rayman Legends stream, says Steve Scoes. It was the first stream I watched on my YouTube, on your channel. Glad, and his YouTube name was something different. He says, glad I changed it. I think I prefer Farming Simulator, says Gary DeKama. I don't prefer Farming Simulator. Oh, I lost the banana head. I don't like the way... You have these 3 heads and you change between them, but there's no real kind of point. I don't like the way I lost the banana head and now I've got 2 spider heads. There's no point having 2 spider heads, but I just lost a random banana head.
There's the entrance to the throne room. No one has ever made it this far.
How do you feel about all the games at Eurogamer Expo? Says Buttons. Fits? Looking forward to playing Donkey Kong Killer Instinct, he says. Oh, me too. There's a lot of games I'm looking forward to playing at Eurogamer Expo, but I don't know how much time I'll have to play them. I've got to be doing interviews and things.
You know who I am? Dad's gonna have a supernova.
I get these Luigi's Mansions vibes by looking at it. It says Jasper Kerfed.
The sun does have.
How many people we got watching? 57. Hello, 57 of
What
you.
did he do? I've got his precious daughter.
Of course you do, sir.
And even if you didn't, your majesticalness is more than enough to eclipse the sun.
I've prepared a very special room for you, my dear princess. So please, I insist, take a long rest.
Bow, bow.
Meow. What luck. He's left Calibras unattended for once. Kutaro, you are one lucky person.
How's the handling? Floaty like LBP or tighter? It's definitely tighter than Little Big Planet. ANC 6368.
Towered the most impressive pair of scissors you've ever seen. The legendary Calibras. But Calibras was bound
Mercy
fast by
178 says the spider character sort of makes it look like a character has dreadlocks.
The Bear King's twisted magic.
Kutaro.
Seems like a bit of a child's game, easy to play. What age rating is this? It is a child's game.
He used to serve the mule.
I don't know what the rating is, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be one for everyone to play.
Take your destiny now that's a shock. I mean, an honor. Don't you see? Calibras has chosen you.
I can change his heads in the cutscene, which is kind of
After
cool.
all, he was now the proud owner of a pair of enchanted
And a
scissors.
burger head.
Still, it wasn't all good luck. Remember, Calibras belonged to the Moon Bear King. And the boy's first challenge was to extricate himself from the booby trap he'd just set off.
Right there. That's the ticket.
What game are you most looking forward to at EGX? Steve Scode says.
Nicely done, Kutaro.
What's the Battlefield 4? I want to have another go on for sure. Any next-gen game, basically. Do you reckon the cutscenes will die down after the first act or two? It's a 12+ game, says Buttons Vids. Oh, okay. I hope they do. They don't really die down that much, to be honest, in the first act.
Wizard, like a true wizard. See? Take good care of Calibras, and Calibras will take care of you.
Yeah, banana head. Oh, see, I've lost my burger head now, and I've got
Don't
a
stop
banana
now,
head
or
and
that
2
breeze will
spider
catch
heads.
you. Lovely.
So, what you can do with these magical scissors, the calipers, basically, you can kind of fly with them, but you can only fly if you're cutting things. Which adds a bit of a platforming element, because you've got to keep flying, but you have to keep cutting things as you go. What happened to your beard, Ian? Would love to see it again, Stephen Scodes says. It's on the floor down there.
What have you done to my
Really like the look of this, says Jeff Barker. Cool.
God, apprehend that thing!
Deftly and darkly the grubs descended upon our trembling hero. But locked within each of them was the soul of a child, just as scared as him.
Soul of a child, eh? It's pretty sinister. Oh, got my head up.
You see that? That's it. Very heroic.
So that blue thing coming off was the soul of a child, basically.
Get caught, and you'll be gratified, just like the rest of these poor children.
I want that sticky-fingered scoundrel's head!
Blah, 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 blah. There we go. Snipping these guys up. Good and proper. Snippity snip, mo. Foe.
God! I'll do it myself.
Okay, so here's the boss, first level boss, I guess, the first curtain boss.
Creations, weavers were some of the last.
Oh, he hit me. There you go. So I'm going to use calipers to cut his flag-style body.
Ever real dose of fear. But to escape the weaver, those fears would need to be conquered.
There you go.
As the clash grew even clashier, the boy snipped, sliced, and sundered with the cold realization.
Cutting him up. I'm cutting him up good. There's a lot of souls in this one. Go on up one more. Yeah, there we go.
Success! The Fell Weaver was no more. With the legendary Calibras firmly in hand, Kuturo had taken the first step of his
IGN's review said the cutscenes last throughout, says Jeff Barker. So yeah, there's going to be almighty cutscenes all the way through. I guess. They do kind of calm down a bit from this first level, because this is obviously tutorial and setting everything up, but the first time I played through this, there was a lot of times where I was just sat there going, hurry up, I want to play.
Where did that whelp go?
Well, he can't have gotten far, sire. He has such tiny legs. I imagine he's right around the corner.
I don't want him around the corner. I want him cornered.
Cornered!
Find that thief, or I'll find someone who can.
Please, sire, your blood pressure. I'll take care of it. Would you like a back rub? A glass of warm milk? Anything? No?
Meow.
Bravo, Kuturo. None of the others ever made it half as far. This will be music to Mitch's ears. Oh, man up, would you please? Would you prefer the grubs find you and the Moon Bear King yanks your...
Daniel Reddington says probably just the low sound levels, but the narrator sounds like Rory McGrath, lol. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know if it could be Rory McGrath. You never know. I'd not thought that
With
before.
a flash of Calibras, Kuturo felled the
No, I don't
frightful
think it is.
monster and freed the soul of every last child in the fiend's clutches.
The Flopman, I'm sorry, but that was nothing like Shadow of the Colossus, he says. The boss looks like a Silver Knight armor looks like the Silver Knight armor from Dark Souls, says Beast Gaming 1011. I'm starting to find the crowd annoying. Anyone else? Says Aaron Taylor. So there you go, that's the first curtain done. Let's open up the second
Kuturo
curtain.
had obtained
Let's go.
Calibus. Now back to Kuturo's tale. Lucky Kuturo, suckered into stealing a set of sorcerer's scissors by the witch and stirring up a tyrant's rage. Now, all his hopes of escape...
Jeff Barker makes a good point. He says, just treat it like an interactive play-stroke panto, i.e. a bit camp and whimsical, then it's all good. Good point.
Poor Kuturo. His only hopes now were Calibus and a witch of most questionable character. What cruel tricks would fate play on him?
What cruel tricks indeed. So they're quite long levels though, these curtains. That was about 25 minutes.
You pussy-footy wussy cat, where were you? I ought to touch brownies, it can't be.
Did you forget you sent us off in the first place? Yes, Calibus chose him.
Finally! Those legendary shears will cut right through the moon.
Jeff Barker's off. See you later, Jeff Barker.
Set the moon realm free.
The tiger looks like he is made out of wood, says Beast Gaming. The textures are really cool when you go close up on all the models. There's really nice textures to the puppets, because they're puppets. They're meant to be made out of wood and stuff. And yeah, it just the graphics are wonderful and the presentation's just spot on. Really well done.
Calibus, you need either a heart as pure as the goddess, or vicious magic like the Grizz. But all you've got is an attitude.
Oh, nuts!
Do you know how many curtains there are in total, says the Flop Man? I don't, sorry.
Take good care of it for me.
I smell you. That's the pungent stink of a scissor thief.
Oh, General Tiger, how kind of you to drop by to check on Beasley on me. Gosh, I just don't know anything about Mr. Cookie, but if I see him, you'll be the first and last to know.
And this egregiously foul odor must be witch stink. You are certain he's not here?
Oh, yes, very certain, your Tigeress. I beg you, bring that...
John Carr, nice, you're streaming. I was searching for something to do. Cool. I'll keep you entertained for the next hour, till 6:30.
We'll have this whole castle locked down in no time.
Is this XBLA or something? It says Dub 72. No, this is a full... Well, it's not... I think it's cheaper than full price. It's a PS3 exclusive game. I believe it's £10 cheaper than normal price, though. I'm not 100% on that, though.
After all, we can't have anyone crashing the prison towers and making off with the knight's powers, now can we?
You hear that, dear? Then get your hidey in gear!
The tiger's tongue had slipped. Whatever powers this knight had, they were clearly important.
It's 2 seconds. Puppeteer. So yeah, game is selling Puppeteer brand new for $27.99. So that's a lot cheaper than a normal full price game. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, let's carry on with the game. But yeah, $27.99 brand new this game. So can't argue with that for a brand new full price game. Let's get them things. So here we go, I've got to use calipers or whatever it's called, these magical scissors
The castle
to cross the
walls didn't
gaps
come with
by
stairs.
cutting the...
Clinging to the slippery
What
stones
have we got now? What
instead
head have we got?
were giant living vines imbued with dark magic.
So there you go, using the calipers to cut across the gaps.
Snipping, cutting, slicing through the vines with Calibris, Kuturo scrambled up and up.
Oh,
Onward
crap.
He must
Fell
climb.
down. You see, skeletons down there. Look, there's a skeleton head. So I can use a skeleton head, not the... Oh, I lost the skeleton head because I fell down and died. Ah, no. So I could have used a skeleton head there, but I lost it, which is annoying. Going to go now, don't want to ruin any more, so it's buttons
There
vids.
was a reason the Moon Witch framed Kuturo.
Ooh, give me that head back. Are you enjoying it, says Daniel Beddington. I can't decide if it's something I'll pick up so far.
To take Calibris for herself.
I am enjoying it. I just... Yeah, it's fun, it's just... I don't know, it just seems a bit disappointing, really.
Despite himself, Kuturo was growing excited. What kind of awesome power
Looks
could this knight in
fucking
the tower
awesome,
have
says
anyway?
Dub712. The art style is great, although a bit busy, says Junkart. It is kind of busy, but it's actually not too bad when you're actually playing it to tell what's going on. You can watch this stream in 720p as well if you're not. If you want to go down into the video options, into the settings bit of YouTube, that little cog at the bottom window, you can press a cog and you can watch this at 720p if you want, if it's not showing up in HD for you.
We'll have to use these for stairs. Just cut along the seam. Impressive.
So I keep forgetting to use my cat thing to... I activated that window with the cat thing. That window I activated with the cat thing. That one to rescue the little child, and the other one he went inside and gave me some moon sparkles.
Thanks to Calibris, not even the steepest tower walls could stop Kuturo.
He's just going inside that window as well. Give me some more moon sparkles. Choose the left stick. Choose seam. There you go. Made it up.
Kuturo sliced his way through flags, vines, anything he could sink those scissors into.
So there you go. Now I've activated these crazy paper bat things and getting my cut on all the way up. Oh, I should have gone and got that hat. Those cauldrons always have got the hat.
Everyone took it sitting down.
Oh, my bad, it's
Moon Bear King.
Kataro. Sounds like Totoro, says Gavin Rollins. It does a bit. Uh-oh, run away. Damn, why don't I have a PS3, says Night Milan. She likes the look of this game.
His mightiest champions all fell, and their powers were
The textures on the tentacles are incredible, says Beast Gaming. They are.
Now, where
It's a
do you
beautiful looking
suppose
game.
the night
Definitely.
powers are hiding?
Skeleton head, don't you mean skull head, says Junkheart, lol. Yes, I guess if you're being anatomically correct, then yes, I do.
These towers not only defended the castle walls when the Moon Bear King rebelled against the goddess, but during the ferocious final fight, they also went on the attack.
We're flying. Flying!
The tyrant later converted the towering spires to a prison, which with abounding imagination...
Alright, chill out, Perty Panderson, no need to be rude.
Prison towers. The crushed forces of the moon goddess were detained at His Majesty's pleasure to starve...
Not everybody knows.
...and generally suffer. Only their armor remained to tell their terrible tale.
Oh, well done. Reminds me of the Disney cartoon where Mickey fights a giant scissors and a sewing needle. Oh, did I just seriously jump straight off there? Whee! Oh no, that was close. Yeah, we are scissoring our way through the magical kingdom. Sounded a bit wrong. And there we go.
Gorging on the power in its lord's dark seal, the Weaver stretched to preposterous proportions. Couturier knew he had to swallow his fear, step forward, and keep his head.
Well, looks like the pawn has become a knight. Why do all your problems seem to come in extra large?
Ah, I don't think I cut through his whole... Oh, I did. I cut through his whole shooting. So this is the boss of the second level now. I've got to cut through his flaggy base and then snip through his cogs to slowly wear away his armour.
Just your luck.
You can't get me, flaming sword dude. Woo! Yeah. Quick question: do you have a schedule of when you stream, or is it just a case of streaming when a new game is released? I kind of just do it. I try and do a new game when they're released. I don't have a set schedule that like stretches like forward in any certain amount of time. Like I don't know what I'm going to stream next week. I'm not going to be streaming anything Monday or Tuesday because I'm at a press event, a couple of press events, getting interviews. But I'll be streaming Wednesday or Thursday. But I'll be hoping to stream new games Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. I'll be hoping to stream Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday next week. And I'll be hoping to do new games. If there's never any new games, though, if there's no new games, I will, of course, I'll stream something like either a community stream, or I might continue with my Outlast Let's Play because that was good fun. It all depends, but yeah, I normally plan them what I'm going to do on the Monday and then see what comes in, and yeah, basically. Choppy choppy. Chopped him up good. Oh! This boss takes a little while to beat. It's pretty easy to defeat though once you know his attack patterns. please stream at this time regularly, because I am on YouTube looking for something to watch at this time, says Beast Gaming. This is normally the only time I can really do it. It's during the day I'm working on edits and things. This is just the easiest time for me to do it, and you know, I don't really get paid in the evenings. I got you yet? Come on. Make your mind up. No. I don't know what I don't know what I'm doing wrong at the moment. He should have been weakened ages ago. Oh, I've lost my banana head. As you can see, it's just not really a thrilling game, in my opinion. It's nice and all, but why are you snipping? There you go.
Checkmate! Hurry up and cut those souls free!
Yeah, and I'm cutting the souls free. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on! Oh, no. Oh, damn it. Wait. Oh. Oh, come on! Ah, oh, one more! This boss is pretty repetitive, isn't he? There we go, finally! Do you create and upload the videos on Eurogamer, says Steve Scode? Yes, I do.
Vanquished, an old and scratched up shield appeared before Kuturo. Could this be the power he sought?
I found a new head, Iron Ball. They make a big deal about the heads, but it seems you use the scissors more, and the heads are sort of secondary things, says the Flopman. Yes, they are. They're a very minor gameplay addition, really. It's more cosmetic than anything.
How could he possibly know it was in there? Stop him! The Kuturo makes off with the shield, or the Sun Princess! Ah, my brow! No! Rip that bit of moonstone right out of your mouth!
When I find that idiot who blabbed about the night in front of...
I agree with you, Ian. Not exactly riveting stuff, is it, says Gavin Rollins. I know. That's why I said it's like a bit of a disappointing game. There's touches of greatness here and there.
With the help of Caliburus, Kuturo
But
defeated the
when it comes down to actual gameplay, it's just a bit...
Well done, Kuturo.
Meh.
The souls he freed were homeward bound.
I hopefully be tuning into every stream then, says Beast Gaming. Awesome, yes, please do. The more the merrier. Hopefully I'll be reading Beast Gaming comments out a lot, and then you'll be a bit of a regular like a lot of the other people watching, like Steve Scose, Gavin Rollins, and the Flopman, and people like that.
Kuturo had spied an old shield in the prison tower, but Tiger was hot.
So there we go, curtain 3.
Where were the knight's powers? Let us continue.
Let us continue our adventure.
You'll recall that even after the moon goddess was defeated and her legion was put to rout, her loyal subjects tried to resist. 4 champions, ever faithful, rose to their mistress's call.
Dancing to the music.
Over a period of weeks, they concocted an elaborate plan to lead a pathetic,
I think maybe if I was a lot younger,
valiant army against the Moonbear.
like this is a 12 plus, but I think, you know, if I was younger than like 10 or something, I'd be well into it. Be like, oh yeah, love, great story. But I don't know whether I'm a bit too old. The story doesn't really interest me either.
Onward, ye knaves! The bear shall pay the price.
I think this kind of game's made for people like me. I don't think.
They were hopelessly outnumbered, but so desperately did they fight.
Got 50
so
people
bravely
watching.
did
Hello, all
they
50 of you.
that the tyrant himself.
Hopefully you're subscribed by like Malachi Manusa. Sorry, I'm bad at pronouncing names. But yeah, thanks for subscribing. Please do. Live streams and videos all the time, every day. The bear looks a bit like Oogie Boogie from Nightmare Before Christmas, says Beast Gaming. Daniel Reddington says, who's it developed by? It's developed by Japan Studios.
The Moonbear King used his dark
Sony
magic to
Japan
lock the 4
Studios.
champions' powers away, and all would-be challengers to his throne were wiped from the face of the moon.
Load.
This shield was a special one indeed, for within it still dwelled the power of the moon goddess's knight. He,
sorry,
whose valiant
couldn't keep
struggles
my paws
ended
off.
in tragedy.
Alas, poor knight. I knew him, Kutaro. This flashy shield of his got him farther than most, but when you're pitted against a king, fear got the better of him, and you're looking at the rest.
There you go. Got myself a shield.
At last, Kutaro had claimed
Kutaro.
the knight's powers.
Woohoo! Why, you've done it, you sweet little muffin. Try those powers out. Oh, very good. Next up, Lunar Bit Pass. Okay, shortbread, mouth shut and ears open. That's
So more
right.
tutorial stuff now as I learn how to use this magical shield power.
You can fend off nearly any attack, great or small, just as long as you don't get smooshed in the press.
Smooshed.
Lunar Glove! Now fend this sucker off! There. You see? Some attacks can be turned against the attacker.
A bit off topic, what do people think of the new Robocop trailer? Absolutely awful, Gavin Rollins.
Try pointing
It looks
the
like a
shield
travesty.
Good. Now for
Travesty of
Lunar
the original Robocop.
Moving on. Lunar Bit
Suit looks
Pass.
rubbish. The film looks rubbish. And all the changes to the plot looks rubbish.
Someone else's off then. And the night shield, as it happens, was specially designed to deflect beams of magic light. Which is lucky for you, because here comes a doozy! Bounce it at that grub there! Yeah! Ah! Kerplowy!
Kerplowy? It's Kablowy. Or Kablamo.
Just one
Not
more
Kerplowy.
The shield wears out if you use it too much, so be sure to...
Now, luckily, when you replay levels, you can skip these bits. You just jump in a little warp that appears there.
Conjured up an
But-
exit. How sweet. We should
That was a kind of drawn-out tutorial for.
Having the same luck as Kutaro.
They could have said, hold down the button to deflect
Here,
bullets,
tried to make a
and that
break
would
for
be
it,
easy enough to explain.
and got broken for their trouble. The Moonbear King's overblown guillotine was waiting to reduce all such traitors to scrap.
Yes. Stay on your toes if you want to keep them. Looks like you need a head to get ahead. No defense is perfect. You'll find a weakness if you keep your eyes peeled.
So what I'm doing here is using my shield power to deflect the attacks. Oh crap, hit my head.
The shield a rest.
I'm deflecting the laser beams from that eye back into the eye to destroy the guillotine.
Bravo!
Hurrah!
An eye for an eye.
Now I found a guillotine head. So now my head is shaped like a guillotine. If I do the guillotine head, he cuts a carrot in half. That's kind of cool. The original Robocop was the best, says Steve's Guide. Some things are best alone, left alone, says Mel C. Beast Gaming says, to be honest, I haven't seen it. Daniel Reddington Kaplawi, sounds like yesterday's stream, he says. This looks like a mix of Trine and Little Big Planet, says Junkart. I totally agree about Ian about Robocop. I grew up on the original and the new one is a disgrace. Yes. It's rubbish to the max. Oh, poo. Guillotine head. See, I could use a head that... Oh, I'm pressing the wrong button. I've got... I could use the head, a different head there, to activate something, but I don't have the head in my head inventory to use, so it's kind of wasted. That little bonus. Pew pew! Pew pew pew! There you go, got him. What's the head in here? Hamburger head. Don't want a hamburger head, I want a lock head, and I don't have a lock head, so no point using any of these heads. Also, the announcer sounds like he's from Ren and Stimpy. I think the cat sounds like he's from Pinky and the Brain.
There you are, you vexatious thief.
Same thing we do every night, Pinky. Try to take over the world. Choppy chop 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 choppy chop chop.
I'll whittle you down to size, you little gnat.
Kablah!
Pouring out of Calabrus. Now, let Tiger have it.
Oh, and there's quick time events.
I'll get you for this. Mark my words.
The game doesn't look that great, says Danny T.
Well, we've reached the top of the prison towers, but where is the gateway? Oh, that's right. The princess is being held here.
I mean, I don't know whether that's why it's kind of a cut price game. Maybe Sony realised that it's okay, but it's not super amazingness. Maybe that's why they've launched it at such a bargain price. $27.99 brand new, like a tenner cheaper than normal games when they're new. So I can't really sniff at that. It's given a lot of guillotine heads. Maybe there's something to do with the guillotine in a minute. There you go. We can use the guillotine in this bit. Whoop.
Or something else stirring. A fire filled Coutureau's heart, and he knew it was his duty to save the princess.
Whoa, there we go.
Just what is it about damsels?
Okay, so this is giving me a bonus thing. Where's it going to stop? Don't stop on... Yeah, it's giving me loads of moon sparkles. Woo! 100 moon sparkles means a extra life. Kablah! Take that, flower. Lol, Pinky in the Brain, that brings me back, says the Flopman. What's been your favourite game this year, Ian, says Beast Gaming. I think
Are you my knight in shining
top 3 in order of preference. Top, it'll go number 1
Wait, that's not the
would be The Last of Us.
She's not even a lady.
Number 2 would be Luigi's Mansion.
Waiting.
Number 3
Ursula was disheartened.
would be Bioshock Infinite.
His sense of chivalry would not let him leave the lady.
Lady.
Oh my god! Get me out of here!
I wish she was a princess. I could really go for my own kingdom.
No use moaning.
Oh, my crown.
Hero never leaves a...
Oh, I can use the crown here.
lady.
What's the crown going to do for me?
Stop!
Oh, it's given me a huge... What's it giving me? Oh, I don't know what the... It's made my scissors bigger, I think. Is it? I don't really know. But I've got a new head now. Pew, pia, pew. Oh, come on. How many times are you going to want me to bounce that back? Ah. There you go. Ow! Got ya. And snip! Yeah, I've rescued the little fairy in the cage.
I
Hurrah!
didn't give you enough credit.
Bye, you got to go. See you later, Steve Scodes.
A hero or something, right? Questing to save the princess? Why else would you have Calabrus and the Moon Knight's shield?
Why else,
Well,
indeed.
You're about 3 feet too short and 3 hours too
Tomb
late.
Raider, says the broom cupboard. Nah, I didn't rate it. I thought it was too easy. Not enough, too much action, not enough Tomb Raider style puzzling.
I think
Good choices, says Beast Gaming 0111. Next gen Pinky and the Brain game confirms lol, says Gavin Rollins. I like Tomb Raider, don't get me wrong, but I wouldn't put it up there in favourite games of the year. To me, it wasn't a Tomb Raider game. Had the same name and it had a character called Lara Croft, but
See that fang tiger is flashing?
it was
That's a piece of the Moonstone.
yeah, it was
Dental work. He'd be
it was a fine game, but
no better.
not a Tomb Raider game. Consider I've been playing Tomb Raider games since the beginning. Ow.
Danger! High voltage! Good thing my paws don't touch the ground.
Oh, god damn. Doing really bad.
You'd better try to get some air.
Bad news.
I like Bioshock Infinite over The Last of Us as Flockman. I liked, the reason I liked The Last of Us so much is because of its multiplayer. I thought the multiplayer was, like, amazing. Best multiplayer I played all year and for a long time.
Help me.
I was very glad that it wasn't just another Call of Duty knockoff or just tacked on gameplay thing. They did something different and, like, new, and it really worked. I thought it was great. There we go. So we're up, cutting a tiger's teeth off, which is pretty grim, if you think about it. Cutting tiger's teeth off at the root. Phil Murphy's here. Hey Phil Murphy, how you doing?
Demons of my fan.
I found Bioshock a bit disappointing. The gameplay was a bit lackluster, but the story more than made up for it, I guess. Yeah, I loved the story. I know what you mean about the gameplay being a bit lackluster. I'm just a big fan of the Bioshock kind of world, and I loved how it made everyone talk about the ending for ages. Everyone was like discussing it. People thought they knew what it meant. Some people got it wrong. Some people got it right. Oh, I keep getting absolutely hammered by that. Ow! Rah 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 rah. No. Got ya. Wow, that tiger's so cute, says Halo 3 MLG Freak. Rahar. Rahar. Oh, lost my head. Come back, head. Oh, nuts. Stupid tail attack again. Crying out loud. Every time you like miss, like that's another annoying thing about these bosses. If you miss, like he does like these set patterns of attacks, and if you miss one, like I've just missed, I've just hit that again. So that means it's gonna go right back to the beginning, maybe. No, oh, I'm okay. I thought it would. There we go. So back into a quick time event now. There we go.
Stop that, you!
Oh, stop that!
Don't do that!
It's pretty savage. He's cutting his teeth and nails off. The sicko. He's chopping all his teeth off. That's pretty savage, dude.
Like, oh my gosh, that was so totally gross. I'm covered in tiger slobber. Do you have any idea how much?
I agree, I played the multiplayer Last of Us, it was good fun, says Fopman. I love the emotional depth of The Last of Us, got confused by the end of Bioshock Infinite, says Beast Gaming. Tomb Raider is a cover-based third-person shooter, not Tomb Raider. I preferred Lara that shot a tiger because she wanted to, not because she wanted to, because she was forced to, says Dodosaurus. I have no idea what the next Eurogamer live stream is going to be, 13 Alec.
Oh, my
No idea
word.
at all.
You found one of the moonstone shards. Most impressive. I knew I picked a winner. In fact, I think we're ready to team up in earnest. Who's this little soubrette? One of the Sun Princess's retinue. Where's your mistress?
Like, I gotta tell you, it's not like you're anybody special, am I
What a
right?
funky little sidekick girl.
It's the tyrant! Run for your
Like I've got to tell you.
Back my scissors! I'll chase you to the end of the moon! This world
Dentistry the
will
game,
not
says
survive
Junkart.
now. You'll never be safe ever!
Do. So there you go. That's the third curtain done in the first act. I think I'm going to leave the game now. I don't want to spoil too much of the game, just in case any of you guys out there
With
are
the
thinking
help
of picking it up.
Kuturo defeated the menace and saved the souls of a lucky few.
Woo!
Well done,
That's all the
Kuturo. The
Souls of the
free
kids going
were
back. Oh, I hardly
homebound.
I hardly collected any souls there. So there you go. Act 1 stolen away. All done. The bonus stages have been unlocked in the main menu. You can replay any bonus stage you've managed to find, and that's the greatest bonus of all, it says there. The head collection has been unlocked in the main menu. Now you can read about your head's past escapades and check out their head actions. Picture books have been unlocked in the main menu. Join your favourite characters on untold adventures in these timeless children's classics. Well, what is that? I've not seen about that. Let's have a look. Picture books. What does the picture books do? 9 lives, eh?
9 lives.
Oh, so it's basically a storybook.
Ah, Castle
Oops.
Waxway. A palace so white.
White. So you can listen to stories about the other characters and how they became in the situations they were. That's quite a nice little touch. We'll have a quick look at the head collection. See which heads I managed to unlock. Hello there, the podcast and stuff. He says applause for me being here. There is applause from the game. Start work on Monday, so sadly I won't be able to watch any of your streams till my shift rotates, says 1992 Paul R. Oh, sorry dude. Aaron Taylor's off. See you later, Aaron Taylor. There you go, that guillotine head. A giant decapitator, the moon bear had a special made, blah blah blah. So you can find out all about the backstories of your heads if you really want to. And you can rotate them, and you can press X to show the head action there. Plump. Nice. What's the Picarana one? Putting some makeup on. Oh, hello. So yeah, there you go. That is the Puppeteer. It was awarded 6 out of 10 in the official Eurogamer review. I think it looks charming, amazingly presented, but there's a lot of gameplay that really I think is quite dull, and a lot of things like the heads, for instance, the head mechanics are neat, but they're not used to their full advantage. It's a game that I think younger players would really enjoy, and then older players or players with short attention spans probably better off avoiding. But it is only £27.99 brand new, so if you're thinking about picking up a game you don't have too much cash, this is a good option to go for because it's a lot cheaper than any other full price games. 13 Alex says, hey Ian, can you make a shout out to my sister? Shout out to 13 Alex sister! The Flopman says, later Ian, thanks for taking time to show off the game. Phil Murphy says, did you play the Castle of Illusion remake yet? I didn't. I wasn't sent a code or anything, so I've not had a chance to play it, I'm afraid. I don't know when it's out. I'll probably buy it when it's out because I played the original and I really liked the original on the Mega Drive. And I'm late, says Miss Fraggle Rocks. You're late and it's just ending, I'm afraid, Miss Fraggle Rocks. Malachi Man USA says, you're the best. Thank you very much. Thanks to everybody who's watched. Thanks to 13 Alec, the Flopman, Phil Murphy, Pods, Cast and Stuff, 902 Parla, Aaron Taylor, Danny T, Beast Gaming 0111, Junk Art, Dodosaurus, Samplias, Halo MLG Freak, Junk Art, Gavin Rollins, The Broom Cupboard, Ed 2003 RX, Danny T, Iceman Garage, Steve Scodes and everybody else, Danny Reddington, Malachi Man USA, and everyone else who's commented and watched today. Thanks for watching. Follow me on Twitter for updates on streams. Next week's streams will start again on Wednesday. I don't know what they are yet, so follow me on Twitter. And follow Eurogamer on Twitter for updates on when they are. And also subscribe to the channel for all of our daily videos and all the rest of that stuff. Thanks for watching. Goodbye. I like this music that's playing now. Goodbye.